How's it going? Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench here in sunny Clearwater, Florida. I'm here at Mobility RX, a new stomping ground for Team Critical Bench to do some filming. Thank you to them, first and foremost, and Mr. Luke, the owner. Okay, so I want to go over some double kettlebell work with you today, okay? And this is for our good friend, Mr. Joe Hashey with Synergy Athletics. We love Joe over there. He's got a great YouTube channel with a lot of terrific exercises and strength building stuff, just like we do here at Critical Bench. So, kettlebell work is challenging. When you add another kettlebell into the mix, it goes up a few notches, okay? So I want to go over 4 of the basic movements that you would do with a kettlebell. 1 being the swing, 2 the clean, 3 the press, and 4 the squat. The cool thing about all those movements, you can do them together in a complex. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll do just a couple reps for each movement, and then I'll show you how you put them together into a complex. Now, I'm okay with kettlebells. I am not great. There's a guy behind me who's great, but I'm still a work in progress. I've been doing kettlebell work for a good part of the year, but when you start doing double kettlebell work, it definitely gets a little bit more demanding. So let's go ahead and do a few swings to start. Take a somewhat wider stance when you're doing double bell work, okay? Just because you got that extra bell going between the thighs, you need to open up your stance a little bit. So that's the swing, obviously, right? Now, the hip hinge is part of it, of all kettlebell exercises. So you got to have the right hip hinge. The cool thing about double kettlebell work is it balances you out a little bit. I have a tendency when I work with just one bell to twist a little bit. Kind of twisting to the side of where the weight is. When you have both weights, it really helps it gets that movement going the way it's supposed to, rather than adding in that extra little bit of twist. So let's go ahead and do some cleans, which are my least favorite, by the way, because for me they're the most challenging. Okay, so that's the clean. Now we're going to go ahead and do a press, which requires a clean first. So you have to clean the weight into position, rack position, to be able to press it up over your head. So I'll do 1 clean followed by 4 or 5 presses. Okay, so we've done the swing, we've done the clean, we've done the press. Now we're going to do the squat with a double rack position. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do some squats, and then I'll put all those movements together so you can get an idea of what the complex should look like. Okay, so now that I got all that out of the way, you've seen all 4 movements. You can kind of get an idea as to what this complex should look like. So it's going to start with the swing. The next move is a clean, right into an overhead press, pulling those bells back into rack position, and you finish with the squat, and then you repeat. So I'll go ahead and do like 3 rounds of that, just so you can kind of get a good idea what that looks like. And by no means am I perfect. I don't claim to be. I'll do the best I can for you. Let's see what we got. Always be grounded. The best case scenario is that you're able to do this without any shoes on. The best way to root your feet to the ground is barefoot, but since I'm outside enjoying the nice sunny weather, I do have my sneakers on. Okay, so you saw me do all 4 of those movements, pretty or not, and that's a very effective way to work all the muscles in the body. If you can hold on to those bells and do that type of complex like 5 to 10 times through with a good 90 seconds rest in between, I'll tell you what, you will work everything. Your conditioning ability will be like off the charts in a short period of time. So mix in some kettlebell work, even if you love doing powerlifting and benching and deadlifting and heavy squats. Take one day out of the week and mix it up a little bit, throw this into the mix, and really work on your hip hinge and your explosive ability. Those double bells, they're the real deal. Coach Chris, Team Critical Bench. This is for our good friend, Mr. Joe Hashey. Synergy Athletics. Take a peek, look at the link, and we'll see you again really soon. Thank you so much for watching.